A superb rearguard effort saw Kent keep their unbeaten record intact, and in doing so frustrate Durham at the Spitfire ground. Durham batted excellently on day 3 at the Spitfire ground to effectively rule out defeat to Kent, but the hosts were not going to roll over easily, with their county championship unbeaten record to maintain. Facing a day of batting to save the match, Kent started the morning with all 10 wickets in hand and with survival in mind. With the day only 3 overs old, however, Bell Drummond was sent on his way, having not added to his overnight score, McCarthy doing the damage. Dixon and Denley were the Kent pair at the crease, and with over 400 still the target for an unlikely victory, they set about their task, finding the rope with ease. The pair both looked well set to make half-centuries and offer the home support a glimmer of hope, but Denley fell just 5 runs short, Collingwood catching him off mains bowling. This somewhat slowed up the scoring, and Dixon couldn't make it to his 50 either. He offered a caught and bowled opportunity to Jennings on 46. He made no mistake. That brought the star of the first innings, North East, to the crease, and he and Weatherly negotiated Kent to the interval without the loss of any more wickets. The score 129 for 3 at lunch. As was always going to be the case after the restart, Kent's scoring rate was slow. Weatherly and North East's mission to occupy the crease and frustrate the Durham bowlers for as long as possible. Both were happy to hit the occasional boundary and to keep the scoreboard ticking along. But 60 overs into the innings, Main dismissed Weatherly for 30 to break the partnership. 3 overs later, and with just 2 more added, Stevens, magnificent with the ball in the first innings, was dismissed for a duck. With North East heading towards another knock of 50, he was losing partners at the other end. Gidman the next to depart, edging Rushworth behind for 3. This meant Kent went into the tea interval with just 4 wickets remaining and 206 runs on the board, chasing their theoretical target. Rouse and North East went into the final session of the game knowing exactly what was needed with 4 wickets in hand. And with the first ball of the restart, North East reached his half-century. The pair then began to pick up the scoring rate, hitting multiple boundaries in a bid to wear down their opponents. The resistance didn't last too long though. Rouse was pinned in front by Rushworth for 23, and the game was back in the hands of the visitors. North East had other ideas though, continuing to score freely despite the pressure being applied. He continued to strike the boundary and build his score before Durham got the breakthrough they so badly craved, Rushworth trapping North East in front for 72, reigniting the victory charge. Shah and Coles were the men now tasked with not giving away their wickets, and even managed to score a few boundaries in the process, before Coles was trapped in front by Potts for a timely 30. This brought tail-ender Claydon to the crease with just 6.5 overs remaining, and despite the tension, he and Shah saw the host to the close with just 1 wicket to spare, much to the delight of the Canterbury faithful. Shah's 35 meant Kent drew the game and kept their unbeaten season going. North East largely took the sting out of the Durham attack, and the North Easterners will have been ruining what might have been after getting themselves into a decent position. The result sees Durham still in search of their first win of the season, whereas Kent have drawn for the second time this campaign.